Hey, future me here. Yeah, I would like to say that in this review, I'm not going to be as positive as I am with my other reviews of this series so far, because this episode, I will just say to me, I'm not going to say it's terrible. I'm not going to say it's horrible. I'm just going to say before you watch this, I will explain why I have my gripes with it. That's all I'm going to say. Onto the review. Hello everyone, my name is Kamar and today we will be reviewing our 13th installment of the Backyardigans, Season 1, Episode 13, Quest for the Flying Rock. In this episode, Tyrone, Pablo, Uniqua, and Tasha all look through a book from Uniqua's house, and it turns out this book has a flying rock that if you hold it, it will give you the ability to fly. And at first, they don't know where to find the rock. So as Unique was about to put the book in the house, the map falls out of the book, and they decide they're all gonna go on the quest to find it. But then the girls and boys decide to have a race to find it, and let's just say it's not as easy as they think it is. This episode, I will say, it's not bad, but it did disappoint me. It disappointed me. I wouldn't say it made me upset. It made me mad. I'm just going to say it had me disappointed. Because for one, at the beginning, they were all, can I just say, all of them just reading the book together was just so cute and adorable. And then we had this song, Quest, Float, Flutter, Fly, about how they're all going to team up. But then once we go to the actual adventure itself, they all split up. Like, I'm sorry, I'm going to get a bit loud here, and be warned, I might ramble. But, dude, like, you just said that you were all going to team up. You were all going to team up. What happened to that? Was that song just like for nothing? By the way, I do love the disco music in this episode. By the way, this won't be the last time we hear disco music. Just to be known. But still, like, and I will say this right now while I can, this episode needed Austin. It needed him. Not for this. Not for the racing part, but like, it's just, I might as well talk about the end, because the ending just infuriated me as a kid. It doesn't do it now, but it just gets in my head. Like, it makes me, you know the thing where you like put your fingers on the side of your forehead, and then you just like go up and down, like roll them like this? That's what it has me doing. Like, they go on this thing, when they break the rock, they're like, you broke it. No, you broke it. Like, the second time I heard that as a kid, that made me scream at my TV. Like, oh my God, you all broke it. Just admit you all broke it. Like, it made me upset. And it still kind of does, but not anymore. Like, the only thing that saved this episode for me was the music, the beginning, and the scene at the end where they were all flying. That's the only thing. Those are the few things that saved this episode for me. The things that messed up this episode for me was just, like I said, they sung a whole song at the beginning, how they were all going to team up. And then on the adventure, they're talking about, we're totally going to beat the boys. We're totally going to beat those girls. Like, excuse me? No, I get it. I get it at the start when they were still in the backyard. I get it if they would have had the idea of teaming up, like racing with each other. I would get it. That would have been a whole different story. But this is different. Like, you guys all wanted to team up. And I get it. Both obstacles are hard. One way would have been easier, another way would have been difficult. No, both of them were difficult. Both of them were. Just, Okay, the obstacles, I will admit, they were pretty funny. Trudge, 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 and shake your body. That was pretty funny. But just now on to I'm just gonna talk about why I wanted Austin to be in this episode, because before I get a bit more upset, I feel like Austin should have been in this episode to remind them of something. Like, I feel like it would have been a really good scene if, like, when they broke the rock, Austin would have appeared from behind the thing that the rock was on, and then they would have been like, "Who are you?" And then I don't know, Austin could have been like this guardian of something, the guardian of the rock, and then they could have tried arguing it again, and they were like, "Well, the girls broke your rock. No, the boys broke your rock," and then it would have been a really good scene if, like, Austin would have said, "No, you all broke the rock, and you all came on this adventure for a reason, to team up, to be a questing team." Like, if he was in the episode, and if that scene would have came into play, like, that would have been so good. They could have all reminded themselves of why they came on this adventure for a reason, to all team up. Like, in the song at the beginning, like I said, they literally quoted, "We are a questing team." Team as in teamwork. And they did not show none of that. They didn't show any of that. So I feel like that song at the beginning was like a waste. Like, if you're gonna sing a song that involves with the plot, a song is supposed to have most songs in the series connect with the plot. So as soon as they get to the adventure, it's like that song is out the garbage. Like, oh yeah, the teamwork part, yeah, let's just forget about that. Like, come on. That makes me, I don't like that, okay? So I feel like this episode would have been saved if Austin was in it, and at the end, if Austin was in it, and they could have still, like, have flown at the end. All of them. Heck, even Austin. Or who knows, maybe there could have been, like, some sort of plot where, like, he has power and stuff, and he gets power from the rock. He already has power from the rock, so he can fly on his own. I don't know. But as you could see by the sounding of my voice and everything that I talked about, and the few things that saved this episode, I'm sorry. But this episode is getting a 5. I'm sorry. Okay? I would have gone a bit lower, but no, I'm not trying to be that harsh. Cause like I said, I'm a big fan of disco music. So I feel like the music and the funny scenes fixed this episode. Made this episode not as bad. Well, no, I'm not gonna say bad. As messy as it is. So right now, this is the most lowest ranked episode in this season and in the show by far. And yeah, I'm sorry, but this episode, when I was a little kid, it made me upset. No. When I was a little kid, I didn't really think that much about it. As I got a bit older, like 8 years old or 10, I was infuriated. Now that I'm older, I find it kind of funny, but still in the back of my head, I'm like, it still kind of infuriates me. So by far, this is the most lowest ranked episode in this season, and I am not happy with the results. And I feel like they still should have had flown the rock, but I feel like if Austin was there, he was the guardian of the rock, and to remind them what they came here for and about the teamwork, then this episode would have gotten a higher rating. I'm sorry. But on a lighter note, let me know if you like this episode. And did you find it infuriating, yes or no? And to make things a little bit more happier towards the end, our next episode is actually another one of my personal favorites. Season 1, episode 14, Polka Palace Party. And speaking of Austin, he's featured in the next one. So, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this episode. And until then, I will see you all next time. Goodbye for now.